What is up, guys? Cajun here, and today we are here on the 8th anniversary of my YouTube channel, which is crazy to think about. 8 years is a long time. I believe I started the channel when I was a senior in high school or freshman in college, and it's a long time ago. I've been in college a long time, but yeah, this year so far has been pretty good for the channel. We had a YouTube short go kind of viral with 10,000 views or something like that. I can't remember how much it had. And we uploaded a bit more at the start of the year. But then I fell off and a lot of stuff happened. I'm going to explain all that right now. So first up is school. School got rough around the end of winter quarter and the start of the spring. Once I sort of realized I had met with my advisor to schedule for the spring, and we realized that I was way more further behind than we had originally thought. We had originally thought I was going to be graduating in the fall of 2024, or that I'd be able to graduate in the fall of 2024. That was not the case. I was so far behind. Because of that, I would have had to stay like an extra year, and I just cannot afford that. I don't have the finances to do that. Burger King is not paying well at all. I don't know if I had ever told you I was supposed to be getting $10 this entire time. It was making $9 and eventually got raised to $9.50 last March. So that's a thing that was happening. And then when I brought it to their attention, they were like, well, there's nothing we can do. The same person that said that said they couldn't work with my schedule anymore, which is wild, but you know, fuck them, I guess. So I can't afford to stay in school. I can't take out more loans because my parents were trying to buy a house and they can't co-sign on loans and stuff like that. So I kind of fell into a bit of a depression again around schooling, and I had to think a lot about my future, not just here at Tech, but just in school in general. And so what I decided to do was drop out at Tech and transfer somewhere else. Maybe after a year or two of a break, maybe not at all. I'm not 100% sure yet. I want to finish my degree, but at this point, it's so much work, and I just want to be done. So we'll see, you know, after this break, what happens. Sorry if I keep looking at this light. This light has been broken for a while now. It will not turn off. I have to unplug it, and it doesn't operate via remote anymore. So that's cool. Anyway, but yeah, this all just, it sucks because, you know, I'm going to be leaving all my friends that I've made here, but the memories and the friends I've made will last a lifetime. I have a lot of them on Discord. We'll be seeing each other on Discord. We'll still be playing Siege with Grayling and Elijah and Hannah and Zach. If Zach ever gets on again. Zach's such a loser. Never mind. I'm joking. It'll kind of suck not hearing everyone call me CajunX every time someone from band sees me. It's gonna suck not to get to walk across the stage at graduation. To not have just one more jazz performance, one more symphonic band performance. But overall, I know it's what's best for me, both mentally and emotionally and financially, which is probably the most important part, especially in this economy. So the next thing in my life, my girlfriend, of course, Karis. She hasn't been on stream a ton, but we play Fortnite together and stuff. And well, let me backtrack a bit. I can't call her my girlfriend anymore because we're engaged. So I should call her my fiance. Yep, you heard it right. CajunX is engaged. So that's a very good thing that happened over this past month. We were in Biloxi, Mississippi 3 weeks ago now. I can't remember, but we were in Biloxi, and I had known for a while that I wanted to propose to her. Her mom and I had talked about it when I went to West Virginia with Karis for her grandmother's funeral, and she had said she had a ring for me to use. She had asked before we went on the trip, "Hey, should I pack the ring?" And I said, "Yeah, we could do it on the trip. I think it's the perfect place. I think she's definitely expecting it." I decided to do it. I was originally going to do it on the beach, and then her mom was like, "How about this? She's already expecting it, right? So what if, because we usually go take pictures in this shark head, which is the shark head that I probably have in the corner somewhere, the picture of the proposal. What if we do it in the shark head? Because we go take pictures there every time. She won't expect it then." So I was like, you know what? That's a great idea. Of course, the beach would be too obvious. So I did it there, and she loved it, and she was very happy. She cried a good bit, and then cried because her mascara was getting in her eye and it was burning. And she left me down there for a good little bit because she had no words, and then the mascara was burning her eyes. So she always said she was going to leave me down there for a good bit, but not for that reason. She was going to leave me down there because I joke all the time about engaging. I don't know what I'm saying. That is something that happened, and of course she said yes. And so we're engaged. We're planning out our wedding. So far right now, we don't have an exact date, but it's going to be in 2026. So 2 years from now. I think we're looking at March around then, something like that. We have a venue kind of sort of picked out. We'll have to go and see whenever we get the chance to go see and look at it. It's a really nice venue. It's a little early, but I might stream the ceremony on here. We'll see what happens. I would like to do that, especially for my family too, that won't be able to make it, you know, and friends that won't be able to make it. But it'll be cool. It'll be cool. So yeah, that's a thing. I don't know how to segue to the next part of Karis's little section. So recently, I don't want to say because of Karis, but I've taken a step back from content because I noticed that I wasn't really spending enough time with Karis, and honestly, I felt really shitty about that. I was devoting all of my time that she was home from work to streaming, playing games, and so the past month or two since I've gotten fired from Burger King, well, I didn't get fired. I've been taking more time off of streaming and off of editing and stuff like that to spend more time with her. I've been trying to wake up earlier to do these things, to stream during the day and to edit during the day, but you know, when I stay up till 2, 3, 4, it's kind of hard to do that. The plan is to wake up earlier, try and stream during the day until the end of July, which we'll get into in a bit, and then also take some days to just edit. All in all, it's going to be a lot of work to balance both my relationship and streaming, content creation. I'm going to try, and I'm probably going to be inconsistent at times. And that's all right. That's something that I need to come to terms with more often. That being inconsistent is okay as long as everything in life is going fine. Now, the first two topics are kind of related. School, Karis. Since I'm marrying Karis, and we both aren't going to school anymore, and Reston is crazy expensive to live in. Our rent's $840 right now. As well as the fact that I lost my job at Burger King, and I now have a chance to get a job outside of the food service industry and outside of maybe retail, or I don't know. I'm going to find something that I want to do. We're going to be moving. Karis and I aren't going to be in Reston anymore, which is another thing that kind of sucks, but is honestly really, really, really good for the both of us. Now, where are we going to be moving? Well, we're going to be living at her parents' house in Lafayette, Louisiana, which is around central Louisiana. It's where she grew up in. I say grew up, but she lived in Virginia for a good bit and then moved to Louisiana. But it's, you know, her teenager home, I guess. Her dad is in Tennessee currently, working with her brother, actually, at the same company. And her mom is about to go move out with them. So they're letting us move in to their home. And then we're going to pay $650 a month, which compared to our $840 a month is really good. And our $840 a month this year would probably go to $860 if we were to renew our lease. It's really good. It's just like there's nothing you can say to make that not good, right? And then even better, after 5 years of rent, the house will be in Karis's name. We can do whatever we want. We can move out. We can rent that house out, move out, get our own house, rent that house out, have the rent help with our mortgage, or just keep living there, which honestly, I wouldn't mind. It's a pretty good house. Whatever we want to do. Now, of course, it sucks because we're going to be alone. Not a ton of friends nearby. Karis's closest friend will live an hour and a half away. My closest friends will be 2 hours away, I think. Maybe an hour and a half, technically. I don't know. Something like that. And then our furthest friends who live in South Arkansas will be 4.5 hours away, which we're really close with them. It just sucks being so far away from everyone that we've gotten to know during our time here at Tech, especially, Grayling, Wyatt. Not that we've gotten together a whole lot this year, but it'll still suck to be away from them. But at least for them and the other Saxes, we got Discord. That's how Hannah's been able to keep in touch with us all the way in California. This is basically an entirely brand new chapter of my life. The old chapter is closing, the new chapter is opening, and quite honestly, it's very scary and it's very tough, but I know that it's going to be good, and I know that it's going to be more beneficial for me and Karis, especially once we start our family. Now, what does this mean for the future of the channel? And I know I get on here every few months and say, oh, I'm going to start uploading more. I'm going to start streaming more. I'm going to just do this on this day, and this on this day. I don't want to do that this time because I don't know if I can promise that at the end of the day. At this moment, I don't know if I can promise what I want to do. I don't know what's going to be in the future for me. Streaming will still definitely be in the cards because that's something I can just fire up like that on a whim whenever I want. Although I do want a streaming schedule. Don't get that wrong, because I know consistency is key. However, with streaming, I'm gonna need to invest in a new PC. Now, I should have probably done this way earlier, but I thought, well, my PC can hold up for now, and if I can make everything else better, I can last. But obviously, it cannot. Surprisingly, I don't know how it's running with OBS, Audacity, and Opera GX up. Don't know how that's happening. Don't know how the encoding is not overloading. But, I'm not going to complain right now. But my PC has been giving me trouble the last few months of streaming. And it's a combination of the PC just being old, because it's about 8 years old as well, and my internet service provider kind of being dog shit a lot of the time, because if the PC is running well, the internet's not running well. If the internet's running well, then my PC's running like dog shit. So once I move and I get started a job, the plan is to buy a PC. Now, why do I need a new PC? Cajun, you play mostly console games at the moment. All right, I get it. I do play mostly console games at the moment, but mainly I want a new PC to be able to stream stuff and play games on PC. Recently, I've been infatuated with modded Minecraft. I said it. I've been infatuated with Java Minecraft mods and mod packs. And quite frankly, I would love to do a playthrough of Sky Factory 4 on stream or through YouTube. And maybe the older ones as well, maybe 3, 2, and 1. But my computer can barely handle the mod itself, let alone streaming or recording on top of it. My computer can't even handle Bedrock Edition. And that's a whole nother thing that I'm pretty upset about. And not only that, but I want to start playing Counter-Strike sometimes too. I think the majority of the stuff I play with my friends will probably still be on console, but stuff like Content Warning, Phasmophobia, Lethal Company, these viral games that you play with friends that I just can't stream because my PC can't keep up. Think about the views I could have gotten if I would have been able to stream Content Warning or Lethal Company this year. Probably not any more than I already get, but the chance was there. Now it's gone. Right now, the focus is console streaming through my capture card and OBS because it is working at the moment, and hopefully it stays that way. Now, Cajun, what games are you going to play? What games are going to be on the channel? Well, for one, I think the main game right now is Rainbow Six Siege. This one I've been playing a ton with my friends. They play. It's a good breath of fresh air to get to learn and try and get better at a game that's similar to COPS and CS, but not quite as similar to COPS and CS. It's good to just learn a game and try and get better at a game. Last season I hit gold. Their ranking system is kind of strange, kind of cringe, but I played 100 and something games, finally hit gold. I'm getting better, and I was able to see myself getting better because I've been keeping track of my stats, which is another thing. Yes, I'm a nerd. I keep track of stats. I keep track of stats for everything. We're going to get into that when I get to the college football section here in a second. Valorant console may be in the mix. I've been having fun with the beta currently. I don't think it's a game that I want to hardcore main, really, but every now and then I think it'd be cool to just fire up, play a couple rounds of Valorant, just get in there, try and do something cool, try and, meme some stuff out. Don't know what's gonna happen. Don't know what's gonna happen. But Valorant has been pretty fun. Now, the release of the year, College Football 25. I will have zero life when this game releases. I will be ignoring Karis every second of the day when this releases. And that is a fact. I know I just said something about neglecting her and all, but this ain't a joke. We've been waiting 11 years for this. 20 days. 19 days at this point, because this day's over. By the time you're seeing this, 18 days. So, jokes aside, honestly, like I said, this is the release of the year for me, and I'm hoping and praying that EA doesn't screw it up. We've been seeing the deep dives and the gameplay trailers, and it looks good so far. There are some things that look a little weird sometimes, and I'm very excited to see what they did with Louisiana Tech. But I'm hoping they got everything right. And even if it isn't, I will most likely be on this game 24/7. And hopefully also with friends in an online dynasty, because that would be kind of sick. Now, I've been playing for the past 2 weeks or so a NCAA 06 mod called NCAA Next, and I have not been able to put that down. So I can't imagine what College Football 25 is going to be like. And that's honestly why I haven't been streaming much in the past week or two. Because yet again, OBS can't run if I have another game running. Kind of upsetting, but hey, we ball. I made it to the college football playoff last year. They have modded a lot of shit into that game. And props to the developers of NCAA Next. They have modded a ton of stuff into that game. Not only have they unlocked uniform customization, every team has 20 uniform slots now, or has the ability to have 20 uniform slots right now, when originally, like Tech, for example, had like 4. Now and they let the community help. I personally made 20 Louisiana Tech uniforms. Of course, not 20 different ones, but like different combinations and stuff like that. And then the powder blue uniforms. I love the powder blue uniforms. Don't get me started on the powder blue uniforms, and I hope they're in College Football 25, because if they're not in College Football 25, I will riot. I will go to EA headquarters and demand that they put that in the game, because that needs to be in the game. I need to have the powder blue uniforms in College Football 25. But my point being that they have added so much into that game. They have added you know, the different rules that are in college football now as opposed to 2006. They've added the college football playoff. They somehow added into the game. Like they have the transfer portal. They have added the transfer portal into the game, something that wasn't even around in 2006. Like the devs for that mod have gone above and beyond what I ever thought was possible for that mod. You know, everyone plays usually college football revamped or NCAA 14 revamped. This mod honestly is right on par with college football revamped, honestly. All right, to get away from college football talk, let's talk about COPS. COPS is going to be on the channel every now and then in the form of update videos and maybe some influencer videos from time to time. I'm actually working on a video right now. In fact, that may go up in a few days showcasing some stuff for the next update. Gotta be quiet about that because NDA moment. But it's with some influencers and I think it's going to be a real good video. We had a fun time recording the stuff we were supposed to be looking at. I think it's going to be a good video. Needless to say, I love Critical Ops and I appreciate the dev team for how close they've let me be to the development of the game and also helping out with Discord, Twitch, and YouTube chats and the Reddit. And I know COPS can still grow and I'm excited to see where it goes this year. I'm excited to watch Pro League when that starts getting streamed, that is. I'm excited to watch Worlds this year, hopefully. Well, I don't know. Rain probably won't win it again because 2 of their players went to NA, which is going to be interesting. But I can't promise that I'll play it 100% of the time, but it's still going to be around because that is where all of you guys have basically come from. That is the backbone of my channel. That is what I made my channel around for 4 or 5 years. You know, it's ingrained in the identity of this channel and I can't just let it go. You know? And of course, Minecraft has to be somewhere in the mix. I started a stream world on Bedrock Edition on my Xbox and it was going very well. We were getting a lot of viewers in the stream. We had old faces return. Then we started the 2-week Minecraft phase on the Sax Discord and I played that for a bit. And now, honestly, I need to come back to the world and play that. And then last but not least, X Defiant, maybe. I played it for a good week or 2 at launch. I enjoyed the game, but it's kind of gotten stale a little bit. I haven't played it in like a week or 2. I don't know why, but I may come back to it at some point because it is a good game and it does have some good, fun mechanics. So yeah. That is basically it. I know it was a lot. I'm sorry to keep you here for so long. Hopefully this video will not be 30 plus minutes. But I needed to update you guys on a lot of things that have happened this year. I'm not going to make any goals like I usually do at the end of these videos. I just want to upload whenever I can, stream whenever I can, and see what happens. Hopefully the channel keeps going up. Channel keeps getting subscribers. Channel keeps getting views. And if I don't, well, at least I have you guys here to watch me on YouTube. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.